Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of the Just Us Review, where we like to take our favorite superhero-based shows, break them down, and give you the nit and grit and how we feel about them. Time to run straight to the starting line for this week's episode of The Flash. Now, when we last left off, the Flash got infected with AIDS. That's right, he is now Mohinder's puppet to do with as he pleases. And you know what? The city is in chaos. You know, the Flash has passed the torch, but everything is in shambles. Everything is going to ruin. It looks like Silent Hill mixed with some Resident Evil. Who's going to come and save us? We'll figure that out in a second. But first, how do we feel about this episode?
Woo. Man.
Limping towards crisis. That's all I got. That's been the definition of this whole season. Because honestly, this episode was just as bad.
What happened to their protector, the elongated?
You mean the one? You mean the guy who got washed in the first 5 minutes of the last episode? Yeah, that guy. What about Caitlin? What about Killer Frost? Wasn't she supposed to be a hope too?
She cried in the corner.
They were literally. I'll give Cisco this though. The protocol. What are they called?
The Babel.
The Babel protocol. That was legit.
So to catch you guys up, all right, now they're trying to figure out how to shut Barry down. And if you notice in the last couple of seasons, Cisco created a protocol that shuts down the Flash too. So he enacted the second protocol, Babel, which is really stolen from Batman. The Babel protocol to stop the Flash this time, and he's about to enact it. He also comes up with a way to stop the Flash. Sounds like a good idea, right? Mm-hmm. Except one thing. Iris West exists.
So let me get this straight. So did he ever do the thing to use the suit to stop Barry?
Yeah, he uses it to stop Barry.
Okay.
And he wants to go in and use this ray gun that he developed.
Well, here's the thing. This was Babel 2.0. And
Okay.
Babel 2.0 shut down Star Labs.
Gotcha.
And so no one can get in and no one can get out. That's honorable, but at the same time, why not activate the original one and shut down the suit?
Because he did have full control over the suit at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But there was an episode where he decided to get rid of it. I'm actually somehow remembering this now because the suit malfunctioned.
So he comes up with another way. You know, in the 5 minutes he had, he was like, I got another way to stop him. But Iris was like, no, I can save him with the power of live. So she reaches out to Mohinder. No, she wants to reach out to him. So she meets up with the Flash. Tell him what happened.
So Barry sends this message pretending like nothing's wrong, and he's like, meet me where you said yes and all this bullshit. And Cisco's like, that ain't him. And Iris is like, I don't care. So she goes.
Simple.
I come running to you.
So simple. All right, so Iris meets up with Barry. I'm presuming that the power of love solves all of this, right?
Hell, fuck no.
I thought they were the golden standard.
As a matter of fact, he tries to kill her, but he doesn't.
Okay, so he almost not kill her.
Yeah.
So later on down the line, Cisco figures out that Barry's trying to communicate to him through Mohinder. And he picks up some clues. Now, while all this shit is going on, I know what you're wondering. What's the rest of the gang doing? No, you're not, because they just fucking around.
All right.
I will give Joe West this. He out there in the streets throwing hands.
I want you to think about this. Joe West, regular man of the people, in the streets fighting zombies, bare knuckling it, while his wife, D.A. Thicky Thick, is playing Scooby Doo with Cisco's girlfriend. Like, this is fucking dumb.
All right, so the ray gun is in play. Did it work?
No.
Why not?
Because
It was working because he was using it on Mohinder, but then Flash came and knocked it out of his hands and broke it.
because you know the person he was originally going to use it on? Yeah, he couldn't use it on him because Iris was bitching and moaning all the time. What if it hurts Barry, bitch?
You're gonna spray my husband with radiation? And Cisco's response was, this motherfucker is dead anyway.
like if you would have seen, like, what was it, Central City, like, Umbrella would have busted a nut if they would have saw this.
Exactly.
City. Like, it was that bad. So shit is going ham. They're like, let me just shoot your husband. He has regenerative powers. He will not die. But I don't want you harming Barry.
All right,
So all that shit goes down. So he's like, okay, cool. Plan B. We're going to shoot him with ultraviolet rays. We got somebody on the squad who can do that.
Just.
Hey, yo, bitch. Use your UV rays and blast Barry. Does she do it?
I mean, it took some prodding because she was all like, if I use my powers, I'll be a villain.
What the fuck is wrong with this crew? This makes absolutely like all she is a glorified flashlight.
Yeah.
It's literally designed to find cum on the floor. So all she had to do.
That's a black light.
Same difference. All she had to do was shock this dude, and we golden. I can't use my powers because one time at band camp, my cousin used it and turned into a. I was like,
look, just knock her out, plug her into the wall.
Exactly.
Do what you gotta do.
So eventually, after some poking and prodding, she finally decides to do it.
All right, so all is good, right? Everybody safe.
Joe got fucked up in the raid, in the fight.
Okay.
So they had to bring him back.
So Joe not making it to crisis. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, he kind of asleep right now. But
Well, he went out on his own terms.
Yeah, like,
he violated a couple of rights on his way down.
But Killer Frost
God.
wouldn't operate on him or whatever because she don't do doctor shit.
She's a fire
So here's the problem, and I said this a while ago. Get rid of the Caitlyn killer. Get rid of both of them because both of them are fucking sorry as hell. So Joe West is on his deathbed now, and he's in serious condition. And they're like, Killer Frost, I need you to operate on him. He's in critical condition. She freaks out like a 5-year-old. Ew, it's sticky blood. Hides in the corners like she can't do it, and Caitlyn needs to take over. What's the point of this? Why are we doing this?
Because Caitlyn takes over, and then Caitlin's like, your powers are what we need to help him. So you need to suck it up and turn back and do this shit. And so then she turns back.
Well, why are we doing this? What's the point of this?
We need to have Caitlyn.
We need to at least 3 to 4 minutes go by before the next commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, finally they Barry's free. La 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 la. Crisis is coming. These episodes have been getting progressively worse. I don't even want to know what the second half of the season looks like.
Oh, and Indiana Wells got sucked into a negative zone.
which was the ending to every episode that's going to be in Crisis.
And it was worth if you were so dedicated that you watched Flash and Arrow back to back on the same day. Because you got tricked into watching that instinct again.
Which was made even dumber because previously you was in the sewer cursing out God, talking about "fuck you, God." Thinking that's gonna open the door. You are stupid.
But if the second half of the season is as bad as this, which I'm sure it is, because they hoping that Crisis busts that nut for them, this is gonna be a horrible season. I doubt they even get another season after this.
I go to the store and buy a bunch of lotion expecting Crisis to be the shit, and it go unused. High key up there.
I'm sending my receipt to the CW. and a picture of an ashy face. But you know what? I'm tired of going over this bullshit. Let's go to something else. All right, everybody. Time to take aim and fire at this week's episode of The Arrow. Now, you know what time it is. After getting that virtual spanking on the last episode from the Monitor, Oliver finally got some get right in his system, and he's ready to hop up on the train to do what needs to be done for what the Monitor had told him to do. So him and his family are taken back to LEMU. I know what you're thinking. Didn't they blow that shit up? We thought they did too. But you know what? The budget is a little slim this season because of Crisis. So we going back.
We got 3 locations: the bunker, Lee and you,
and Big Belly Burger. So while on the island, they're trying to. Lila tells them that they need all the stuff they need to put together to make a weapon. So, all right, cool. While on the island, a plane is on the way to the island, and in this plane are some. I don't even know why they're here. Honestly, it's
Renee.
Renee is Roy Harper, and it's the real Black Canary. So all of them on the plane until it gets shot down. Oh shit! Who else is on this island that got blew up 2 months ago? We need to find out. So while going into the woods, and they're gonna find out and help them, they realize, oh snap, some old familiar faces are back to life.
Whoa. Familiar is
Familiar
a strong
to them.
time.
Sorry.
I don't know who the fuck Fires was.
I'm sorry. So season 1 people have come back to life. I'm talking Bill Green. Bill Wintergreen is back. Fires is back. The Asian dude who taught Oliver how to fight is back.
You Fei or something
Yeah.
like that. Yao Fei.
Yao Fei is back. And everybody's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Even the viewers. How do we
I want to start off with something.
go for it?
So as you mentioned, Oliver got some get right. So you telling me we spent 5 episodes. We started off the season.
Come on.
Of Oliver saying, "All right, I got a mission by the monitor. I need to go do it."
Uh-huh.
And then out of nowhere, he's like, "You know what? I'm not gonna do this mission anymore."
Uh-huh.
And the monitor's like, "Do this mission," and he was like, "No."
Mm-hmm.
And then monitor was like, "All right, I'm gonna punish you for not doing my mission."
Uh-huh.
And then Oliver's like, "All right, I'm gonna do the mission."
That's exactly what happened. He just explained the entire season of Arrow.
Have you noticed when it comes to Crisis, the theme across most of the shows has been "Fuck you, monitor. I want to do what you say. You will do what I say." Alright.
Yes, Daddy.
So, come to find out that when Chase released that bomb, there's been an energy spike. Hold up, hold your leg.
You mean Adrian? Chase?
Adrian Chase, hold on. Because we about to get way dumb. Y'all about to look at us like we retarded. So, yes, I use that word. So check this out. So, the bomb that Adrian Chase blew up the island with, supposedly, because I don't see a trace of it.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, it creates energy spikes in Liam that when they're at their peak, bring people back to life.
Uh-huh.
And apparently, everybody from season 1 who died on the island came back to life. I know what you're thinking. I'm full of shit right now. I wish I was.
So here's
But
the
you know,
thing.
Where's Adrian Chase?
Here's the thing. Only the people from season 1 came back to life. Adrian Chase didn't come back to life. The Russian chick from season 3, she didn't come back to life.
Well, I would say
Shadow.
Shadow didn't come back to life, so it's only the people who didn't say "fuck you, I don't want to do this show anymore" came back to life. Fires needed money.
Oh.
Yao Fei needed money.
Oh, yeah, and guess
You
what?
mean William's mom didn't need money?
I guess not.
William's mom didn't show up, and you know the funny thing? Was she even referenced in this episode?
No.
So you tell me the place where your mom died wasn't even brought up?
And William was all on the island.
And,
It wasn't like
and
he
didn't
was on-
say shit?
he didn't say nothing. He didn't think about it. Like, what the fuck?
So all while this is going on, when the plane crashes, the team splits up so they can go save the survivors. So they go to get Roy, they go to get Black Canary, they go get Renee. While they're doing that, Oliver, of course, goes to get the plutonium that fell off the plane. When they go get Renee, this is actually one of the goods of this episode. It was a good moment because Roy Harper's actually trapped by some of the debris from the plane and his arm is stuck and he can't get out. And there's this moment where Diggle refuses to leave him and refuses to cut off his arm because he's like, he's trying to fight against fate itself. Because everybody's telling him that in order to save Roy, you got to cut his arm off because otherwise he's going to die.
Not to mention he got ELT for
Bringing him back into
For bringing him back to the fold because Roy was safe and from harm from where he was.
Everybody's performances were great in that scene.
It seems like in this 10 minutes of acting, everybody was like, "Yo, this ain't no joke." let's get this Emmy. So Diggle is fighting against everything because he's like, "I'm trying to." This is an example. This is a representation of me fighting against the monitor, fighting against Crisis, fighting against everything. If I can succeed in this small portion, then maybe there's hope for the world. And then eventually, Diggle has to give in and cut Roy's arm off in order to save him. Now, while all this is going on, this heartfelt, compelling shit, in comes Mia Smoke. This dirty bitch. So side B plot, Oliver informs his children that during Crisis, he's gonna die. And William was like, okay, let's make the best of this so with as little time as we got. And did you think me was gonna be mature about this? Oh, hell to the no. Not only did she throw a temper tantrum, piss in a circle and summon her inner bitch. She proceeds to go and mope in the corner of a tent because Daddy decided to leave me on his own. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
So anyway, fast forward, Oliver decides that he doesn't need this shit anymore.
Oliver gets fed on her bullshit. He's like, yo, Laurel, let's go. I don't even give a fuck. My head hurt and I need to get away from this bitch. So him and Laurel go off into the woods and discover that the island had brought back all these people, and then he got to deal with that. So meanwhile, back at the tent, William is like, okay, I figured out how to do this weapon thing, but we need Oliver for this. And then everybody now got to go get Oliver, but at this moment, Oliver is being captured. So what does Mia do? Come on, who want to take this one?
I'll take it.
Go for it.
So Mia's like, I'm going to go get Daddy on my own.
And everybody was like,
everybody, Laurel, William, the dude getting his arm cut. They were like, Mia, Oliver been on this island longer than anybody. Your father is a very capable man. He's escaped death thousands of times. If you go out there, not only will you be in the way, but you don't even know where you're going. I don't care because I'm a tough girl.
Now, if y'all watched Arrow, if y'all been watching Arrow, y'all know that whenever Mia has a plan, she keeps doing that plan.
So she grabs her bow and arrow and marches in some random ass direction.
Like, does she even know where she going?
No. So William finally runs up to her and is like, look, bitch, I'm getting tired of you. Dad is about to die and he's doing it for us. Why instead of sitting here being a little bitch, why don't you spend what time we got left with him, make some good memories? And she's like, but Daddy's leaving us. I was like, what? You're doing this. Think about that shit for 5 seconds. You know that you're about to die in crisis. You gotta walk to your death with a straight face. And the whole time, this little nagging bitch keep pulling on your leg every step of the way. And I'm like, if I could punch you, I would. So
let's fast forward.
Fast forward, some random ass fight scene in the woods. I don't even know why they were fighting. Go ahead.
He fight him and Yao Fei fight Fires and them.
Whatever.
And, are you talking about the end fight?
Yeah, the end fight.
Okay. Oliver comes back and he's like, yo, we need to do this, let's go. So everybody except for Roy, William and Lila, everybody else goes while they work on the little machine.
Mind you, Wild Dog got his leg injured in the plane crash, yet he was on the front line of the fight.
Using that same leg to knee people. To give out kicks and knees, and it's like, we not even, so we just not.
Continuity, smart to do it.
that dude got fired 3 seasons ago. So this unnecessary fight breaks out where people doing unnecessary shit.
In slow motion.
Yeah, whatever, because...
Arrow watched season 1 of Daredevil, and they're like, we're gonna perfect the panning fight scene.
Yeah.
Be damned.
So anyway, William is like, yo, we need Oliver back at the base because we need his DNA signature to activate this thing that I just built.
By the way, he doesn't tell us how he knows that.
he just literally picks somebody at random. He's like, shit, my dad, why not?
Exactly. The show's called Arrow. He can do it.
So Oliver gets there, puts his hand on the weapon, and it doesn't work. Wow, shocker. So they're like, oh, it's not Oliver's DNA signature. It's somebody else's. It's Lila's. How the fuck did you come on with that? Like, you literally just guessed your dad. There's 10 people on the island.
Well, how you know it was Wild Dog DNA? But anyway.
Not to mention, they wasted time getting Oliver back on the bitch that needed to be.
30 minutes of the episode, Oliver be gone. But we need to get Oliver back for this one thing. My thing is, why not just test everybody who's there?
So
whatever.
She picks up the thing, it activates, and then she turns into a robot, and she's like, I have to go now. My planet needs me. And then she walks into a tunnel and never returns.
But everything's good. All the dead people are gone, and
miraculously, like without explanation, motherfuckers just disappeared.
Yeah.
So
was this magic or what?
So we get to the ending, and then
it's budget.
Lila comes back, but now she's the harbinger, and she's telling us crisis started. Okay.
Question: what does she do?
I don't give a fuck.
Is she just like a telegram?
That's it. That's all she does is pass the
I can
message.
tell you what she does in the comics, but it
Whatever,
probably
it's a TV
doesn't
show.
matter.
I'm gonna say this much. Crisis better be the shit. Crisis better give me erection so hard I need to go to the doctor. They put you. This is the final season of Arrow. This is it. After this, there is no more.
This was technically the last episode.
This is technically the last episode. This entire season has been trash. Fucking garbage. And they've been sacrificing this season in the name of Crisis. So if Crisis is not the end all be, and you know the last 30 minutes of Crisis is gonna be him saying his goodbyes. If the Crisis is not the shit, then you have literally shat the bed on this entire season. What should this season have been?
You failed this show. But anyway, okay, this is what the season have been. You got 10 episodes. Every one of them need to be banger. So every episode, Oliver should have been doing some quantum leap shit where he's hopping from universe to universe.
You seen that show Sliders?
Yeah.
It should have been Sliders.
Exactly. And like
Stargate should have been Stargate.
exactly. You ever read the Exile comics? It should have been that. Every universe.
Instead, it was fucking Lost.
Exactly. Look, you can burn 2 episodes by one going to the Supergirl universe and then throw his ass on a plane, fly him to Atlanta, and be on Black Lightning. That's 2 episodes down.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Can you imagine Oliver waking up in Black Lightning? Especially now with the revolution. It's another ASA member. Get him.
And then the rest, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but in different universes.
But you have carte blanche.
Exactly.
He could have met B-level superheroes like the fucking Question.
Exactly. Like you blew it. You had it all and you blew it. Jesus.
But no, we get this. We get 8 episodes of half of which Mia's bitching at. Oh my god! Like when she got her ass. No, I'm not even going there. Crisis better be the shit. That's all it better be. Cause if not, who? The wrap up we gonna do on y'all. But you know what? My hate boner needs to go down. So let's go to something else. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, had to take a breather from the last one. It's a little upsetting. But you know what? Let's get charged up for this week's episode of Black Lightning. Now, in this week's episode, the revolution is on, baby. It is on.
And it will be televised.
And it will be televised.
Televised, the only problem with the internet, TV, running things.
It is on and popping. So the ASA are trying to bust up into this old lady's house. You know what?
Cleared out the rest of the apartment.
And they trying to kick her out of her place. And Jefferson has had enough. Henderson's light skin meter has popped. It is time to go in and stop the ASA. So they call everybody. They call Tito from down the street. They call Reverend Al Green. They call everybody. Everybody shows up because this is going to be the final stand against the ASA. While all this is going on, Lynn is back at the ASA head station talking with
Tobias.
nobody other than Tobias Wells. And Tobias finally breaks it down to him. He's like, Lynn, are you serious? Sorry, and let me tell you the words he actually used. Bitch, is you tripping? You know the ASA got plans for Freeland. You know they ain't trying to do nothing but turn this into a meta factory. You too smart for this, girl. What you doing? But I got a plan for you. If you splice my DNA with most of these powerful men, I could be your savior.
Moving on.
Before we go deeper into this episode, how do we feel about stuff until now?
Alright.
I know what you're about. Wait, fuck Lynn. Fuck Lynn. It's about time somebody said.
We haven't even got there yet.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
And I'm
hold on.
going first, but shut up.
Okay, let's start with the apartment and the ASA. Let's do that.
Alright. I want to talk about the apartment stuff. I
Okay.
think that was some powerful stuff that the teacher was laying on Jefferson. That time to fight is now. Like you got to make a stand at some point. He's been straddling the fence for way too long.
Exactly.
And she's like, "Yo, a lot of history went down here. If they take over right now, they'll tell them what they do tomorrow." So basically, he's like, "I got to put my suit on."
And she went straight up to him. She was like, "Dude, you let them like I was here during the riots. I was here for Dr. Martin Luther King.
Barack Obama.
I've been here from Barack Obama." And it's like these people beat you in the streets like a dog. When is gonna be your breaking point?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a powerful moment.
So he went downstairs He followed Henderson. He's like, yo, get out the way.
Now, what gets me is how front door, that entire town is watching, and Black Lightning, and then Jefferson walks in, and Black Lightning walks out, and nobody says
We don't have time for that. There's a crisis going on.
So everybody shows up. Henderson shows up. Even Thunder shows up.
Thunder shows up.
And she shows up. Oh God, this is so
It's been a while since
She's
Thunder.
so beautiful.
It's been a while since Thunder been on the
Jesus
scene.
Christ.
She hasn't worn the suit all season.
All season.
It looks so good on her. So she shows up, and she starts clapping up ASA members and all this stuff. But so all this goes down. Meanwhile, back at the lab, at the ASA lab, Lynn is being fucking stupid because she buying in to Tobias Wells, sales pitch, and about to turn this motherfucker into a super mutant.
I have a question.
What's the question?
No, here we go. No, give him the floor. Go ahead.
You make it so, to be fair, she is in a catch-22 situation because it's either listen to him or keep him there and work.
Bullshit. So here's my deal.
You didn't even let me finish.
I'm sorry. You try to.
Either listen to him and splice him with the superpowers, or do what the ASA says and get what they need from him, and then leave him the fuck alone.
Or blow up the green light and free everybody.
It never had to go there because honestly, and let's talk about this too, because I've been holding this back a little bit. A good chunk of the reason Jefferson hasn't been rising up is because Lynn been all this. The ASA, we cut a deal, and my job, and I'm trying to help them, and he been doing that shit for
employee
her.
of the month.
and got no salary.
Exactly.
If it was all for her,
I didn't say it was all for her, but she was a chunk of the reason why he's been holding back.
Black Lightning couldn't get a line because she was there every day.
As a matter of fact, when it came over the news that Black Lightning was up against starting the resistance, she got mad. She was like, "God damn it, Jefferson!"
And she literally doesn't have to be there. They went. She goes to a bus stop. They blindfold her and they take her to the place.
let me
So
get
here's
this
my
straight.
thing.
Hold on, because what you said, she doesn't have to be there.
No, she's already.
That's a big change from weeks ago when y'all was like, Jefferson had to do it because the ASA.
Because they made that deal.
Well, here's the deal. She's already fulfilled her requirements by curing the menace. She did that.
She didn't cure the menace.
Yes, she did.
When they had that disease, she had fulfilled her requirement.
That was her purpose of being there originally.
Exactly.
And now
because the white chick gave them that disease.
Change.
She was done. She was done after that.
But then she was like,
because they had fulfilled their bargain. That's why they got free. She chose to go back.
And then my boy, what's his name? White bright.
Tobias.
Tobias was like, "Come on, you smart." Then she was like,
So I got a question for y'all. What if she had chosen to not go back? What were they supposed to do about the metas that are still trapped in there?
That's fucked up, and that's a problem.
And that's a whole different issue.
But at the same time, you got two major things going on. Which one do you think is more important? These kids that are being held captive, which is fucked up, but I mean, this is gonna sound scummy. They've been there for a while. They can be there a little longer. Or the fact that the city that you live in has literally been closed off and they are beating people in the streets.
Not just that, but not once has she asked about Anissa or Jennifer.
Not one time.
Jennifer and Anissa haven't asked about her.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
Well, they kids, so okay, they kids. I don't care about that.
Wow, we're just gonna throw every excuse out there.
You ain't coming from.
Anissa is a grown ass woman.
Anissa has been has been creating the Underground Railroad.
So here's the thing.
So to your answer, this is handling the ASA. If this is handling the revolution shit, why can't she handle the shit in the ASA?
Let me put it like this: what exactly is Lynn handling?
Exactly.
After she did the cure stuff, all she's doing is preparing the kids that she's testing.
She's making
weapons.
She's making them stronger metas.
the shit that she
Don't you
swears
think
she
stronger
didn't want.
metas are what they need?
But,
The
but
ASA
why?
that's
No,
what-
not the ASA, but Black Lightning and everyone else.
So here's the problem that I got with that. You got mad at Jefferson because he puts on the Black Lightning costume to fight. But you're okay with making stronger metas for the AS. You know the A. You know the.
But you know why she got mad at that because of that deal.
But no. But you okay with the ASA controlling more powerful metas because you think for whatever reason they're gonna give them a choice. Technically, Jefferson and them don't have a choice. Technically, they're just making the best out of a bad situation.
And that was Tobias' whole deal. He was like, "You think that all the kids here have a choice?" And she literally paused because she actually thought they had a choice. Lena's been making messed up decisions
Exactly.
for a while.
She even sat there. She sat there and she saw Khalil's body, and she didn't think this is something that everybody else needs to know.
Not just that, but the ASA were the ones who told you that he was dead. So now
And
that
then Gamby told her everything that they did to him. She read the charge. She found out what they did to him. She's like, "No, I'm gonna bring him back." He's like, "Yo, that is a weapon and a monster.
Exactly.
Like,
And
get
then,
away from it or dispose of
And
it."
then she straight up told Gamby, "Don't tell nobody you was here." One and two, like
well, of
if
course
you don't
he's not gonna tell
leave.
anybody he was here because the ASA will find
No,
out.
I mean like Jefferson and them. And then
Jennifer,
two,
yeah.
Jefferson and Jennifer. And then two, she was like, "If you don't leave, I'll call
I'll call the
ASA on you myself." Like at that point, what the fuck?
Yeah.
you gonna call ASA on family? So wait, hold up. So we're gonna kick the ball a little down further. So now the ASA is on lockdown. Now the ASA are going after Lynn because this is their only bargaining chip they have against Black Lightning. And Gamby is helping him direct her out of some old
Matrix style.
Exactly. He ain't even in the goddamn building, but he's telling her to go left, right, and everything.
It's like Pac-Man.
So
Or Metal Gear.
So on her way out, Lynn gets stopped by this one guard, this white dude, and he ends up letting her go and letting her escape.
Because he has a conscience.
Now I have an issue with this because this dude that's let Lynn go early in the episode, he was one of the dudes who was breaking into the old lady's house, and before he was about to break into the old lady's house, he turned around and was like, "Hey, should we be doing this? This doesn't feel right, you know." And I call bullshit on this because how long have they occupied Freeland?
For the entire season, so it has to be.
Exactly.
Since the summer.
Let me get this straight.
And-
Your
and-
man isn't allowed to change his mind.
Okay, they've been beating up children. They've been throwing them in cages. People have been dying left and right.
That's fair, but I ask you a question. Is he not allowed to change his mind?
This deep into it, no.
Because it puts it like this.
It don't hit my bill.
It puts it like this. If it comes down to court martialing and a federal government come in, they slapping cuffs on everybody. He getting cuffs slapped on him too.
Exactly. So case in point. If he's jumping somebody, stumping them out in the street.
That's interesting that you say that.
But wait. If he's stumping somebody out in the street with a group of people, and they sitting there stumping the shit out of them, 20 minutes are going by. You're like, you know what? I think I want to stop now. Y'all got a little bullshit on that.
All right, so we gotta move this along.
Okay.
So Lynn, she's getting out the building, but she got one last mission before she get out.
She gotta get all that green light, baby. She's stuffing her purse with green light. So on her way out,
So much so that shit was spilling out of the purse while she was leaving.
so she's running. Gamby's in the van. She hops in the van, but goddamn it, she dropped her purse. And the purse is all green light.
She was like, "Daddy, no, we gotta go back and need another hit, Daddy."
She's like, Gamby.
Just one more.
She's like, Gamby, I need my purse right now. Gamby's like, I'll buy you another one, bitch. Let's get out of here. She's like, had he been there for like 2 more seconds, I guarantee you, had the guy, she was like, Cammy, if you open the door, I suck your dick. I'm in stars, baby. You're like, what's in that purse? So they leave, and Lynn is on some more bullshit. So, all right, let's go back to the Resistance. Now we're back at the old lady's house where they're holding everything down.
Yeah. It's my favorite part.
Khalil shows up. That's right.
And Thunder is there too, and this is there too.
Round 2.
Round dose.
Rocky versus
And
Draco.
the way he was up in the hallway, like, what the?
He was waiting. He was waiting.
I mean,
He was like, I want y'all to go in front of me. I gotta be the cool power. Like, okay, I'm gonna be like this when you walk.
hold on, let me put a banana in the grapes right here. So it kind of looks classy. So Anissa and Khalil square up. And they going at it. And this is a great fight scene. And you know, Anissa wants some payback. How we feel about this scene?
I like it because it wasn't like straight rage and she didn't lose her cool. Mm-hmm. She was giving him the business.
She learned from last time.
She actually learned something.
I was a little shocked. I would think somebody with the power of 5 people.
So I liked it because I got tired of Khalil winning everything.
I actually like. Okay, I gotta fight back against everybody. I love the Khalil arc. Okay, I love the journey of pain.
Ain't nothing wrong with the arc. The problem is
he gotta get beat sometimes.
Exactly. Like Jesus Christ.
Because
Like
let's be real. But if it's down to like Black Lightning or Jen, they can shut Khalil down, no problem. Mm-hmm. But we got an actual fight, a good physical
like
fight.
he is literally made. He's half a machine. All they gotta do is zap the thing and it's over.
So midway through the Khalil beating, Anissa hits him in the eye, breaks part of his glasses, and Khalil breaks the rest of the glasses. And wow, surprise! Everybody figures out that it's Khalil she's fighting, even though the motherfuckers just wear glasses. What the fuck is going on here? Like, how did nobody pick this shit up?
To be fair, all she does is throw in a mask and a hood, and everybody can't figure out that she's
First
Blackbird.
of all, she braids her hair in a ponytail.
I'm talking about when she's Blackbird.
Y'all let it go when Clark Kent put on the glasses and he's Superman.
First of all, everybody in
in
Metropolis is on meth, okay?
No. Everybody in Metropolis don't want their ass beat. Fuck you say I'm Superman. Fuck you gonna do about it? I'm who? No. You good.
You Clark Kent.
So Anissa, she gets her clap back, literally knocks him out the window.
Clean out the window.
You got ASA scrambling over the comms. Yo, homeboy down. We scooping him up right now.
Anyway, Braxton is on the phone, and he like, wait, what? What happened? Like this
our number one hitter is down.
So Braxton's like, fuck this. And if you don't know, Braxton is a meta too. He's able to take the ability. He's able to copy the ability of any meta next to him on some old rogue shit. So he realizes, I got Black Lightning's power. I can create electricity, even though he hasn't absorbed shit.
Let it go.
Oh, I'm not I can't.
No,
Okay.
This is why this whole episode built up to that. It was like there was a building where it's like, okay, like
Braxton versus
Black Lightning.
This has been
they gon' scrap. It's gonna be good.
And put it like this. Okay, describe the scene, and I'm gonna throw my caveat on.
Okay, but hold up. This fight has been in the making since the beginning when he called him a meta to his face and made it sound like the N-word.
That was real.
Now a meta with A's. What the fuck?
You got some metas that think they're better than other metas.
Exactly, them house metas.
So they square up. They get into a beam struggle, and then. Not only does Braxton lose, they put up there like this, and Black Lightning's like, blah blah blah. I got this suit to protect me from from whatever.
Electricity surges through your body.
Exactly, you don't. And then he's like, I'm dead.
Literally. Like he's sitting there beam struggling. He's like, you know what? I done fucked up. And passes out. Like they gotta carry him out like the old black lady.
Like he was sprawled out too.
And I swear to God, they reused the carry-out footage from Khalil. Because that's all the ASA did, carry each other out.
All right, let me throw my caveat on there.
Go for it.
If this was a Marvel movie, this would have been cinematic gold because this is something Marvel would have did.
Nah, they would have made it look better than that. Nah.
It would have looked better, but it's the same sentiment.
That way he would have been pulling electricity out of defibrillators, out of fucking lights, out of cell phones.
It would have looked better, but it's the same sentiment.
No, man.
Yeah, this is the end of Captain Marvel.
No, that's like no, it's
it's not because he talked that shit about I got tactical reasons. And I'm like, you didn't do any of that shit. You walked up and did this.
When him and Black Lightning was squirrel, he listed his resume. He was like, I was mastering the art of kung fu. I got combat skills. I finished a Sudoku puzzle.
I was at Taco Bell for 3 years on the fry.
And I'm sitting up here expecting them to like be running off the walls and like doing the Scooby Bop and shit. He didn't even do nothing.
Let's be real. I wasn't expecting a Naruto fight, but I kind of wanted it.
This motherfucker get caught in the first pose of Thriller.
If you wasn't expecting it, don't hype yourself up like you gonna give it to me.
They didn't hype me up. I didn't hype myself up. They hyped me up.
Oh my god. Alright, so moving on.
So now we wrap this episode up, and Jennifer is falling in love with Head Shoulders.
Yeah, whatever.
Nobody cares about that.
I want to say something about it. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm sick to death of Jennifer. I'm sick to death of Head and Shoulders.
Silky
like,
smooth.
yeah, this shit has gone on long enough. They aren't doing anything.
Yeah,
like,
if her and Soul Glow gonna get together, just do it.
Exactly.
yeah, like this story arc sucks.
We already know that they're gonna, and as soon as they kiss or whatever, then ZOMG, Khalil is back. What the poison motherfucker doing what the herb do? But I gotta mention one more thing. Gambi's trip to the tower.
Okay.
Let's just say Gambi was MVP this episode.
So
He had to be because everybody else was running around like assholes.
So Gambi's main plan is to get the footage of everything that's happening in Freeland out to the real world, because everybody, the ASA makes the rest of the world believe that there's an outbreak in Freeland, which is why the occupation exists. So he's trying to get all the footage from all the beatings and stuff out to the real world and the masses. So to do that, he goes to this one tower, to this one radio station. Go for it.
He runs into this kid that was one of the Pi kids that escaped, and he's a technopath. He's a technopath. He can speak with technology and stuff. His name is TC, and it's short for Technocrat. Technocrat is a member of the Outsiders. In the comics, he was like Iron Man. He had a suit like Iron Man. He created it himself. He goes to Markovia because he wants to sell it to them, a la like Iron Man sells weapons and shit. Shit goes sideways, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to just wear it myself. And he joins the Outsiders. So I want to say something about, I like the way that they portrayed his character, because it was like, I talk to machines, but like I talk to older technology, because everything, newer technologies, cell phones and stuff like that, they're always talking, and it fucks me up. They're running all the time. And I thought that was an interesting twist on the technopath. Because the last technopath I can think of in TV was the kid from Heroes.
Yeah.
And he didn't show any depth like that when it came to his powers. So I thought that was interesting.
Okay.
I got a feeling he's going to be around more. I think he's going to work with Gambi in the bunker.
You feel like he's like an easy out though?
What do you mean?
He's very, having the internet is very powerful.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it like this. The stuff that Gambi can do on his own without his help is fucking ridiculous in itself.
Yeah, I say put him to the side and just bring him in on special occasions.
But see, here's the thing.
But you already putting the pieces of the Outsiders together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, looker's a thing. You forgot about that.
I mean, if she can get over not calling people the N-word during fights. Like, I can't be fighting a villain with you and you
Don't get them N-word.
You're over here trying to make the South rise.
Exactly.
All in all,
calling me a gaboon and shit.
all in all, I have to rate this episode a C. Initially, I gave it an A- because I thought everything was going okay, everything was good. The pacing was okay, fight scenes were okay, but then Lynn had to bring her sorry sack ass into this episode.
I give it a B- because we are on week 5 and no one is addressing the fact that a creepy old guy put stuff.
I give it a B- because there's a crisis going on and they don't even care.
C+, because the actual meat of the story is what really drove this episode, and that was the resistance rising up. Everything else was silly bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for the Gambi stuff.
But you know what? That's what we got with this week. hopefully, crisis better pay off. It better.
So, oh well, no.
Go ahead.
Wrap it up. That's a question. Just is Black Lightning gonna be running regular or?
I think you're taking off.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us for this week's episode of the Just Us Review. It was a sorry sack ass week for a lot of these shows, but you know what? We sucked it up to review it for you guys. So join us for a lot more content. Like and subscribe. Until next time. Peace. Me. All right. We start
I ain't had that. Don't you don't come